Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice.
I am going to bring back the keys to the marina office. It's actually a very popular harbor for winter because it's really cheap. The guy in the office was actually a good salesman because he immediately gave us the winter rates, and they are unbeatable. So yeah, I'm going to bring back the keys for the shower now, because for the first time in I think 6 or 7 weeks I had a shower on land and it was good. So I feel all refreshed. We went to a marina shop yesterday, and Alex will be going this morning again because there's a guy who can crimp us some cables, MC4 cables for the solar panel. He wasn't there yesterday, so he'll be going this morning. And yeah, we're just enjoying this little town for a bit. It's quite dead. I think that has something to do with, you know, life at the moment. But it's very nice, and we're happy to have spent one night here. And today and tomorrow will probably just be motoring. But we have to be quick because there's winds coming from the west again, and very strong ones. So we have to be in Malaga in 2 days, and it is still about 80 miles. So we go as soon as we got everything ready.
And in the eyes of time, nobody's losing. The sparrows will be here by dawn.
This place is really cool also because this one is has a quite active liveaboard community, especially in winter because it is that cheap, and therefore also the amenities like chandleries and stuff like that here are really good. It is definitely the prettiest office I've ever seen. Ah, gracias. Sí, sí, entiendo, entiendo. And the guy inside is really cool because he actually speaks like 6 languages. He speaks Dutch, German, Italian, French, Spanish, English. It's really cool. Woo. Hello. Back. So yesterday we didn't finish our day. We didn't film anymore after we were just kind of drifting outside.
Just hobbyists, right?
Yeah, this is not professional. So sorry guys for not finishing the story. But anyway, we arrived around 5 I think here in Almerimar. When we arrived, I thought I had broken the autopilot because it hadn't been working for an hour. Well, it just suddenly stopped working, and and at the same time it also the plotter somehow didn't give us any wind and depth. Everything was kind of gone. I didn't do it. I was actually fiddling around with the autopilot, and then suddenly it stopped. I wanted to change the settings, and I thought it was coincidental.
You mentioned it like in half a second,
Yeah.
while then brushing over other issues like maybe it's a cable.
Yeah, so I hand steered the last hour again, and it was really nice because we were just going 3 knots and really slow, and Alex was a bit impatient because he wanted to arrive, but I didn't want to turn on the engine. So
Guess why I wanted to arrive? There was a big autopilot fix job coming up, and it was 5 in the evening.
yeah, and I wanted to sail. So anyway, I tried to fix the autopilot for like an hour. Alex was down there fixing cables and inside, opening everything up, and nothing worked, and we checked the manuals and nothing makes sense, and somehow, I don't even know, how'd you find out? Alex has good instincts, and he found out I put it on demo mode, which kind of freaked out everything, so everything went into demo mode.
Yeah, there's a setting that's abbreviated with D, stands for demo, boat show setting.
Yeah. So good thing is that the autopilot is not broken, the plotter is still working. I am just a little bit dumb, and today I have to read the whole manual before I'm allowed to touch the autopilot again. Which is okay, I get it, makes sense. Today we're gonna leave in like an hour. Alex is still going to get some cables crimped, so we can hook up our third solar panel.
My name is Alex and this is Mandy. We spent the last 2 years in the Med and now we want to make our way out of here. We take it slow to show you all kinds of places. We started this channel because I'm a glass half empty kind of guy and I want to change that. Mandy helps me see the little things. If you like honesty, dead serious humor and outside adventures, then this channel won't disappoint.
It's happening! Finally! Okay, bye!
Oh, and this is our home, Blue Juice. It is the best boat in the world, because it's ours.
It was either really quick or the guy wasn't there.
No, guy isn't there yet.
Well then, let's pack up our stuff.
A few episodes back, I explained that there are only 2 major night sails necessary to cross the Med. But considering the weather, we deemed it a good idea to keep moving through the night tonight and not stop along the coast. With no wind, we could motor all night compared to wind on the nose during the next day. And we expect a great view of the illuminated coastline, which is another plus for night sail. So we're leaving Almerimar, going west, and we consider ourselves lucky that we can motor with no wind on the nose. By now, we're not looking for a wind to sail anymore, we look for a window of no wind. And if we're lucky, we get a gust or 2 to push us for a minute.
So what you see on the coast are massive greenhouses with loads of vegetables. The whole region of Murcia on the south of Spain is known to be the place where everyone in Europe gets their vegetables, next to Holland, of course.
Yes, next to very important Holland makes a lot of.
But mostly when you're in the supermarket and you look at the labels, this is where the broccoli and the bell peppers and all that stuff comes from. We heard good and bad things about it. I don't know. Feeding the world is always a bit difficult, isn't it? There's absolutely no wind now. Now the seas are super flat. There's actually a Mayday relay of a fishing vessel that lost a man overboard out there in the Alboran Sea, just halfway to Africa, which is horrible to hear. Well, we can't do anything about it, so we stay course and just bob along. Yeah, we're almost halfway already, so it's a relaxed day. And Mandy even considers editing a video today.
Well, but right now I'm updating my logbook.
She's updating the logbook now.
In this dynamite castle, you will never be alone. Indigo sunset, it's the only way to go. I've been waiting for the fallout in the middle of the night. In this dynamite castle, you and me will be alright.
We've been on the way for about 6-7 hours now. It's 5:30. And like Alex said a couple hours ago, we decided to just go straight for Beneteau, which is a little harbor past Malaga, because there's not really any point to stopping tonight. We're gonna have to motor tomorrow anyway. After 6 hours, the first 1.5 hours were great. We actually sailed and really quite comfortably. The water was super flat. And before we could actually pick up a camera and make a shot of our nice sail, yeah, the winds died down. Then we started motor sailing. That worked for about half an hour. Then the winds were really zero. The coastline is really interesting. It's just funny how this agriculture thing with all those greenhouses just not ending. It's just keeps going. And the funny part is that the mountains, they look so dead. They're so brown. Not a single piece of green. It's gonna be a long trip. We still have about 60 miles to go. 60 miles of motoring. At some point the engine noise is gonna drive you crazy. And I really wish we had a light wind sail, because I think that it's gonna save us a lot of nerve-wracking motoring. trips. Looking forward to when they have a light wind sail. Yeah, it seems better. Thank you. So how are you holding up?
It's a good day.
Yeah?
Yeah, sun is out. Sails are up.
Well, not plural. One. Oh God, we need a wide, not a wide angle, but a. Oh, can you see it, guys? It's fish. It's fish jumping. It's so funny. We need that telezoom. There they are. There they are. There they are. Did you see it? Did I see it? Did I get it? Did I get it? Oh, I don't know where to film. Are they coming closer? Oh, they should jump again. Oh, they're far away now. That was funny. We've been having some funny phenomena today, huh? Oh, jeez, scared me.
Recording.
Recording.
We filmed this a few months back. What?
Sorry, wait. I was like doing this.
We filmed this a few months back.
Wait,
and
again, I was looking down with you.
We filmed this a few months back, and just recently we bought a zoom lens, so we can actually show you what's happening on the ocean.
So all this equipment is an investment in our future video making, and it is thanks to our patrons that we are able to keep making the videos, because they believe in us and think that these videos are worth making and worth supporting. And thanks to them, we can now make even better videos. And otherwise we'd probably be standing in line at the job center filming ourselves doing that.
So these are actually professional photography and videography lenses that cost quite a fortune, but we make use of second-hand markets because these go for maybe half the price, and they are very robust, so they're just perfectly fine, and there's no reason to not get those cheap.
Or at least used. Also, you know, if somebody else doesn't need it anymore and we still want it, it's just a waste to buy it new, really. This one's actually relatively old, it's from 2004, but Holland has a good marketplace for secondhand stuff, so.
Yeah, you're traders, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, one secret of how we were able to do this is by
Everything
saving
used.
money, because honestly it's easier to save $100 than to make $100,
Yeah.
at least for us right now. And they're really robust. You can actually throw them in the air and do.
But you can't drop them though.
Like, want to play a game who can throw it further up?
No.
Come on.
I know, because I've been very clumsy this morning. You burnt your fingers, I cut half my thumb off, so I think we
that's
should keep moving.
Well,
Keep
moving on. I thought I saw a fishing buoy, but it's not. It's dolphins. They're far away, but maybe today we can show you, like the sailing channels do, we can show you the dolphins.
I see many things, but I'm not wearing my glasses.
But first of all, you see the moon reflecting in the water. It's that flat.
Also, it would be really cool if it's dolphins and we see them. You think we'll see them?
Of course I do.
Yay! There's so many! Oh, it's almost there! Oh, it's almost there.
Ooh! Come play! Here, this is where we are. Here, come on!
Go, 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 go! Oh, they're coming towards us! Look at them! I've seen so many. It's always just like 5. But this is like a massive pod. Look at it! Hello!
Jesus!
Hello! Oh, they're turning around!
Woo! It's happening!
It's happening!
Finally! Okay, bye! Yeah, that's it. Alright.
Why are they going away from us?
know. There's more. Oh God, there gotta be like 100.
but
Look, there's more coming.
I know, but also I was still looking at the ones jumping behind us. Hello.
Maybe these like us better.
Hey, pretty. Wow, they're everywhere. Don't go. Hello. He just wanted to see what we are. He's like, I'm gonna have a look.
All right.
I'm so sad. We're like hundreds. Nobody wanted to play. I'm so sorry in advance that you had to look at all that me with my squeaky voice footage. I think I go up like 3 octaves when I get excited.
Yeah, you do.
When it gets night, it's actually not that cold here, even though it's a lot colder than it used to be in Greece at night, I think, or at least it feels like it. So you don't really need to put on long sleeves and everything, which is kind of nice, but it gets really moist. Really moist. I mean, the deck's already quite wet by now, and it's sun just set and it's still light. So I always put on some long leggings or like a pants or something and some long sleeve. Actually, preferably also socks, because I really hate this moisty, sticky feeling. It just makes your skin so extremely sticky. So when your legs touch or your arm, you fold it, it just sticks to itself. It's really gross. So I tend to just cover all my skin just so nothing can stick. Also, my face gets really fatty then at night. I think it's because of the salty air then. So like every 3 hours I go down, wash my face with soap and come back up all refreshed. I'm probably very picky, but I just don't like that feeling. I don't know if anybody else has the same. So I tend to hide behind the spray hood and put on clothes. Let me know if you have the same feeling or if I'm just being overly sensitive.
We want to find happiness by doing things that are hard. Maybe that's dumb. This night sail was easy and we were very happy. No obstacles, a lit up coastline, and no wind, which here was a good thing. Today we want to show you that most times this is not super adventurous. It's quite romantic in a way, and easy. If you want to do this at one point in the future, you don't need to be Bear Grylls and Mom. Yes, this is how boringly safe sailing at night is. Until now, we have not encountered squalls at night. We plan our trips wisely. We check out predict wind. We look for the window of opportunity. We make sure there is no drama. We stay safe. This is maybe why we're not a bigger channel. By the way, if you watch until here and you're not subscribed, please do so. We've been trying to convince you by being all selfless and explain to you why it benefits you, but honestly, it benefits us the most. If you are watching but do not subscribe, chances are that YouTube punishes our reach. Because if we're not convincing enough for you to click, YouTube may think the content is garbage, whilst in fact you just didn't know about it. So in all selfishness, just press the damn subscribe button. It's free. Thank you.
Oh, I think I did better.
Put all the fenders out.
Half of them.
Should I do my side?
I can do it.
Are you ready to dock?
Every day. Some guys told us that it seemed like in the first year of our videos that we always went into marinas while we actually weren't ever. But that's probably because we always film it when we go in. But now on the Spanish coast we are actually always in a marina.
Yeah, except for the 2 night sails.
Except for the night sails. So maybe, yeah, that should tell you something.
Yeah. So, yeah, last night was amazing. We motored all the time, which normally isn't that much fun, but it was actually really good because we also never go along a coastline, and this time we did, so we had so much to see all night, and that was really fun. Plus, we got visited by dolphins several times. I actually lost count. Really cool. So it's still half a mile. Alex is putting out fenders, and sun's coming up. I think when we arrive, it's gonna sleep for a couple hours. Haven't slept much, so it's been a really fun night sail. It's really amazing to go along the coast when you're doing a night sail. It's so much more fun. You have stuff to see, and it's less tiring because you can look at lights. It's pretty cool. I would do it again.
I saw someone coming towards me. That someone's gonna set me free. There she was, there she was, there she was. There she was, there she was, there she was.
This video is not sponsored, but we got in touch with the company that sent us the thing that I'm about to show you and asked them if they want to be included in this year's gadget video. We do yearly gadget videos where we show all kinds of nifty gifts for sailors, but due to shipping constraints, unfortunately this one didn't make the cut. I am honestly really excited about it, so I'm gonna show you now. We live a comparably minimalistic life, but that doesn't mean that we want to suffer or renounce from comfort. It's quite the opposite. I think the only way to do this long term is to take things slowly and maximize the comfort that you do have. Take breaks, don't push yourself every day, and don't stay in swelly anchorages just to prove yourself. And one way to recharge is by having a hot beverage. This thing is pretty genius. It's a manual portafilter espresso maker. Just hot water, no electricity. You fill the filter, you tamper it softly, attach the filter, pour hot water on top, lift the flaps, and close the flaps. After some experimenting, I found that the coffee turns out really nice when you use twice the water. The second squeeze also produces quite some crema. So if you're looking to upgrade your onboard coffee game, then have a look at these. It's a real alternative to proper espresso makers, but it's smaller, cheaper, and doesn't need electricity. As I said, this is not even sponsored. I was just genuinely excited when I saw this and I had to check it out. Alright, moving on.
It's just for now. We're gonna go to the office. Doesn't really matter. I'll loosen the bow a little bit. I'll turn off the engine, okay?
Yeah, it's all good. The bow's really loose.
Alright. We made it!
Well done.
We made it. Feels good.
Well done, back?
Yeah. So welcome to another question intermission, right?
Yeah.
We
We haven't done that in a while, and on the recent video we got quite some questions. So
yeah.
we're just gonna go through them and let you know. Now that you have the 3D tender for a while, how are you finding it? Good and bad? What size is it? We have the 230 V bottom tender, and we have it for a while already. That's correct. I think I have mixed feelings about it, honestly. It's really great. A great upgrade from the Seago that we had before, which is the one that you get on all the charter vessels in Greece. How are we actually finding it?
It's alright.
It's alright.
Okay, so I'm going to try this. It really is an upgrade from the one we had before, especially because of the V bottom. We can plane it when we're alone and almost when we're together in the right conditions.
Yeah, we need to lose some weight for that.
Yeah. So it is definitely better and it's definitely an upgrade. But the one thing is that we did a very dumb thing and we pumped up the bottom way too much. So we got a little leak in the bottom because of that, but that's entirely our own fault. We of course preferably would have a dinghy with a hard bottom because we have to drag it onto rocks and beaches and stuff, and this is always a bit like, oh, I hope it's still whole when we come back.
You can see scratches on the sub bottom.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So it's not perfect for that, but that's logical. It's just that there are no hard bottom dinghies that fit on our bow.
Because we have a baby stay.
Yes, so we don't really have a choice. But what I totally love about this one is that it weighs 14 kilos. And if it's inflated, I can almost alone just drag it up the bow from the side. So I can also put it back in the water alone. So that's a really, really big plus for me.
If you are a tender company and you have a way better one with a solid bottom, or if you know a company that does that for a 230 dinghy, then we would love to know that, because once we cross the pond and we use it maybe daily, then I kind of want to have a long-term, super durable one.
But for the Met, this one is absolutely perfect.
I would buy that again if I would cruise the Met. Yeah. Hello sailors, where are you right now? I have followed you from the start and loving every episode. That's good to know. Currently we are in Marina Rubicon in Lanzarote.
So Lanzarote is in the Canary Islands, in case you didn't know that.
Exactly, and that is almost halfway to the Caribbean.
Yes, you wish. Yeah.
But it's a great place if you plan to roam the Med in summer and want to spend winter on the boat in a nice place that is quite warm. Then many people actually go to the Canary Islands for the winter and then head back up for the summer season in the Med. Are you flying the flag of the Netherlands upside down?
I really don't know. Like,
Yes.
That is.
Yes, we did.
Apparently, I don't know how
And
that
at
happened.
the same time, we made fun of the people who did that, because there's a Dutch registration you can do for your boat if you don't like the national registration process in your country, especially in Spain. That's pretty difficult. So a lot of Spanish people had for a long time had a Dutch registration, which is now invalid, but they still have it, and most of them don't know how to fly the flag. So we made fun of people flying the flag upside down. And then one comment,
I have no idea how that happened, and I also don't know how long we did that. So that's really quite embarrassing, and I apologize to all the Dutch people that feel offended by that.
why don't you use a spinnaker pole
There's-
in conditions that require a spinnaker pole? Well, easy answer, we didn't have one. It didn't come with the boat, and we didn't find it necessary the first year.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked. You could goose wing without it.
Also, we did try to find one because we wanted to try it out and have one, especially for the crossing. But if you try and get them new, they're extremely expensive. So we were kind of waiting for an opportunity to find somebody that doesn't want to have it anymore and wants to sell it
Yeah.
for a good price. And since that happens a lot, and many people have booms like spinnaker poles or whisker poles on their boat they really don't
Yeah.
want, we just kind of waited until
waited
we
and-
had an opportunity. And in
Then
the
we
end,
bought it second hand.
again for like $100. That was really good.
Well, instead of 500 or even more. If
Yeah.
you get a telescopic whisker pole, you like easily spend $1,000,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a piece of aluminum with a bit of a hooky hook. Some guys, actually, it's not like we got several questions about how I attach the dinghy to the stern. Funnily enough, I cut that out of the video because I thought it was too boring and too specific. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you now. So this is the clippy clip that holds the swimming ladder up. And I just took it off, then moved it up, and I just clipped that piece into a hook that I found on the dinghy board in the back. And on the other side, And on the other side, I also had a Dyneema clip and just clipped that in on the bow of the dinghy. So it was pretty simple, but now since we have this contraption, which is pretty useful, we couldn't do it anymore. The next few weeks are going to include a lot of boat job videos and upgrades, and we're going to show you how we turn Blue from a med cruising liveaboard boat into a maybe even a full blue water cruising boat.
Yeah, fully equipped blue water cruiser.
Yeah, we're ready to roam the oceans now.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Now we're gonna show you the outro screen where you can click another video that you should watch.
And if you haven't done it already, please subscribe.
Yeah,
This
we are
is-
plateauing. It's bad. Well, we're about to hit 18,000 subscribers, and our business plan stated that we would hit 80,000 in the mid of 2021. Our investors are very unhappy about it.
Yeah. Please also hit the thumbs up, because I need more thumbs.
Bye.
Later.